Hello there everybody, Otaku Gamer Geek World here, and today we are going to be delving into a Kingdom Hearts theory. Because for those of you who personally know me, or, just as a general rule of thumb, fact of the matter thing in general, I am a very stupidly huge Kingdom Hearts fan. I have been a fan of this video game franchise since 2006, I've played through all of the games, I know the story inside out, and as such, I have a very huge spot in my heart for this amazing video game franchise. But anyways, my fanboying over the series aside, this is going to be a theory video discussing Lu Shu, because he's a very interesting character, especially given the fact that in Kingdom Hearts 3 it was revealed that he had been inhabiting Xigbar / Braig's body for all this time. So the interesting and intriguing point here is, who could he be in Xehanort's time in Kingdom Hearts Dark Road? Well, let us delve into the discussion and see what we can see. So, in Kingdom Hearts Dark Road, we get introduced to a slew of new characters, those of which are Master Odin, Vor, Hermod, Bragi, and They all seem like very interesting characters, and through the game's story, we learn that they are part of a schooling system in Scala at Kylum, which is to say that it's pretty much like your any sort of school system, but except that it's for Keyblade wielders, and it's divided by different classes. Master Odin goes on to mention upperclassmen, which means that Xehanort and his friends are probably still beginners. They're probably still in their beginner years. But yes, getting to the point of these characters being introduced, two characters that really caught my eye were Master Odin and Bragi. And on the subject of this video being about who could possibly be Lu Shu in this timeline, well, Master Odin and Bragi are very highly suspect. And I don't know, I think it's safe to say that we should keep our eyes open and be very cautious with these two particular characters, because I feel that there's more to them than meets the eye. So basically, to jog everyone's memory, for those that are a little out of the loop when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, in Kingdom Hearts 3, it was revealed that Lu Shu had actually survived all the way through to the present time because, like Xehanort, he had been able to inhabit different bodies over the years, so he would jump from vessel to vessel. And it seems that his latest vessel had been Braig, aka Xigbar.
Is that you, Lu Shu? You look different.
Haven't heard that name in a long while. These days they call me Xigbar, but hey, whatever suits you.
Is it really you?
Yeah, but some time ago I had to cast my old form away. Been through plenty more semblances since, but it's still me underneath it all.
And it was a very big tease for the future of the Kingdom Hearts series. And now that we know that Braig is indeed Lu Shu, it really changes things. Now he's going to be a very central character, because obviously he's doing what he's doing for the Master of Masters' sake, so I'm pretty sure that we're going to see more Braig down the road. But yes, given the fact that he himself said that he was able to change semblances over the years, it makes me think that during the time that Xehanort was young, he could have been someone watching over him. And, well, I will go on to explain why I think Master Odin and Bragi are two main suspects for this role. So for Bragi, it's more of a kind of wild guess than not, but it's also a little bit obvious if you think about it, because Bragi is pretty much like Braig. The only thing is that you put the I after the G instead of before the G. And I don't know, it seems a little too similar to be a coincidence, but then again, Nomura is never obvious with the character connections, and he always makes things very obscure. The clues are always very obscure, so I may be wrong on this, and I may be totally off the wall on that, but honestly, who knows? and he seems to have like a different air about him compared to the other students. Like he seems to be a little aloof and has a little bit of cockiness to him. But then again, maybe that's just his personality, and that's perfectly understandable. But again, there is something about this character that kind of rubs me out the wrong way. And especially with how things happened in the end of episode 1. Huge spoiler alert, by the way. Spoiler. Okay, are you still listening? Well, alright, you're listening at your own risk because it's a spoiler. Because in the end of episode 1, we see Xehanort and Ericus overlooking the graves of 4 individuals. Now, everyone in the fandom has assumed, and myself included, that they are the graves of the 4 new characters. And since there's been a 4-year time skip, it would probably explain, because that means that we'll probably play through the 4 years that lead up to this event. But then other people are saying it's the upperclassmen. I don't know. And then a lot of people are saying that there is one grave that is not marked, and one grave that there are no flowers put on, leading to assume that either Baldur, the only character we didn't get to see, or one of the other 4 students is still alive. And maybe Bragi could be one of those. But again, who knows? And then we have Master Odin. And I think that this actually makes a lot more sense, because for one, you got the hat that he has covering one eye. And then in the description of his character, it says that his one eye has a glint about it. And I'm like, a glint. What could that possibly mean? And I mean, if you think about it, Lu Shu and Braig's body also had an eye covered. So could this be a sort of indicative that Master Odin could indeed be Lu Shu's current guise in Dark Road? Well, honestly, I would like to think so. And if he is the only master that Xehanort and the others have, like for their class, then that means that that Master Odin is probably the one who told Ericus and Xehanort about the tale of the Lost Masters. And obviously, with all the things that go down in Unchained Key Union Cross, you would think that no one would know this story except for the Unchained Wielders, the dandelions that help to rebuild the world. But then, I don't know, it just seems to me that something that would make sense for Odin being Lu Shu is that, obviously, he would be the one to pass on the tale of the Lost Masters. And we still haven't seen the Gazing Eye Keyblade. It's supposed to be in the chess room, but I'm not sure if that's the same room where Xehanort's classroom is, because it is a pretty big place. Scala at Kylum is pretty big, and there are a multitude of rooms. But I would like to think that Master Odin is the one that passes down the tale of the Lost Masters, thus making him Lu Shu, and by having the Gazing Eye in the classroom, it's like another way of the Master of Masters overlooking things and observing Xehanort, and kind of like washing over him to see if he has what it takes to propel the future onwards. And then that would make a lot of sense, actually. And this is why I think that Master Odin or Bragi could be Lu Shu. And then another thing that we are as of yet to know about is regarding Lu Shu himself and how big or small of a role he'll have in the events of Dark Road. Because we know that eventually Xehanort is going to meet the Master of Masters, and we're probably going to see the cutscene where he talks to him in the Keyblade Graveyard play out in this game, just like as it did in Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. So I wonder how it is that the Master of Masters finds him. Could Lu Shu possibly inform him of like, well, hey, this is the guy that you're looking for, the perfect person to carry out your plan? And Master of Masters like, okay, thanks, Lu Shu, you're as good a pal as ever. Or it could be that Xehanort, on his journey to explore the worlds before his Mark of Mastery, just happens to stumble upon him. I don't know. But it seems to me that just like how Braig antagonized Sora and the others during the games, and not just Sora, but, the Wayfinder trio, and then the Sea Salt trio, like, the way that he had an influence over things throughout the series makes me believe that he'll also have a hand in making sure that things move along in Dark Road. And it's a very exciting thing to see because the story of the game is already off to an impressively good start, and I honestly can't wait to see how this unfolds, what new knowledge we'll uncover, and what new revelations we will end up being brought to light to, especially if it is stuff concerning the new saga. In which case, I'm very excited and I am all for the ride. Though for now, it seems as though Master Odin is the more highly suspect character to be Lu Shu, because Bragi, in the end, is the Norse god of poetry. And, like, if we're taking that into translation, I don't know how that would exactly fit into Bragi possibly being Lu Shu, but with Master Odin it makes a lot more sense, because I could be wrong, and if I'm mistaken, feel free to correct me. In Norse mythology, I believe that Odin had sacrificed an eye so that he could be able to obtain more knowledge. And the Master of Masters, he was in pursuit of knowledge, and then Lu Shu was kind of like the keeper of that knowledge, or he was like the vessel that would carry the knowledge onward. And if we're especially talking about how the tale of the lost masters got passed down, sorry about that, then it kind of makes sense for Lu Shu to be Odin. But I guess we will see. I'm just very excited to see what unfolds, and it's going to be fantastic. But yes, what do you all think of this theory? Do you all have any other guesses on who Lu Shu might be in Xehanort's timeline? Well, whatever you think, let me know in the comments section below. And if you like what you see, and if you like my content, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. I try to upload at least twice a week, and, you know, I always have a variety of stuff to talk about, so, well, this has been Otaku Gamer Geek World, a super excited, devoted Kingdom Hearts fan, signing out.